Hey, welcome to another video. And here I wanted to talk about something that is kind of very near and dear to me, and that is communication. Communication. I love communication, and nowadays we have so many different ways we can communicate. And my favorite form of communication is what I'm doing to you right now. I'm using this and moving it like this and making noises, and you're hearing me. And I'm explaining myself and using words, and you're hearing them. That's the best form of communication. I'm not a fan of the communication that involves fingers. Words on a screen. I get the whole reason behind texting, and I can see the value of it. I'm all in favor of it for certain applications. But I don't like having entire conversations over text messaging applications. And when I say text messaging, I mean Facebook, uh, actual texts, anything involving words on a screen as opposed to speaking. Because I feel like when you're reading words on a screen, it's possible for them to be misinterpreted or not taken the correct way. I mean, I could give you a dozen examples, but one easy example is if somebody writes something to me and I write "shut up," that could be taken as shut up, or shut up, or shut up. There's so many different ways that can be interpreted, and it's up to the person reading it to figure out what I meant by that, and they're up to interpret it their way, not necessarily the way that I want to say it. So if I'm having a conversation with somebody and they tell me something, I'd go, shut up, as in I'm surprised. But they wouldn't know that just by me writing shut up, and most people don't even pay attention to capitalization and grammar, so it would probably just be all lowercase shut space up. So no real emotive content there. Thankfully though, emojis have definitely helped with this, but emojis are another big pain in the butt for me, because especially with how they seem to function on the iPhone, I type my message here and I don't have it turned on, but if I was going to enable it, I would press a little globe down here, which would then change my keyboard into the emoji keyboard. That's all well and good. But the problem is, I've got pretty big thumbs, so when I'm typing on this keyboard, instead of typing something in plain English, I might type something like, hey, I'll see you at house airplane up arrow smiley face. And that's not what I'm trying to say. It's much easier to use the emojis on a Mac, for example, because there's that little button you can click on it and then just click the emoji you want. So, like, I'm cool with that. I think that makes sense. But all that aside, there is no comparison to a good old-fashioned phone call. That's always going to be, in my mind, that's always going to be the best form of communication. I think it's the most personal form of communication, and it really doesn't get any better. It seems like a lot of people prefer texting instead of talking. I think people are afraid of confrontation. I think people are afraid to look at somebody and talk to them and tell them how they feel and tell them what's on their mind. So they use texting as a form of just a way to hide behind that technology and hide behind the words and not worry about how it comes across. But what do you guys think? How do you feel about it? Do you text? Do you talk? Do you do both? Let me know. Put a comment down below, and if you want to hear me talk about any specific topic, feel free to send me a message. And as always, I appreciate you watching my videos. Please feel free to subscribe if you like what's here, and I'll see you guys on the next one.